Morning Talking Mums, this is Joni from M Plus PR. Today we're going to be talking about the new 20% Facebook text rule that applies to timeline covers for pages and also promoted posts. Now if you haven't heard, Facebook recently brought out a new rule and regulation that says any image that is either your timeline cover, which is this section here, or anything that you're going to promote as a promoted post or use in an advert and highlighted on the newsfeed, needs to contain only 20% text. Now, when the rule came out, everyone was like, okay, well, how are we meant to comply with that? How is that going to be regulated? And what Facebook has kind of told us is that they work on a grid formula. So we personally, right after the rule came out, did do an advert that didn't meet rules and regulations. And we were very quickly told by Facebook, no, that's not acceptable, and our promoted post was cancelled. So this is something that if you are going to do promoted posts, you do need to be aware of and you do need to be making sure that you're complying with. Now, we're going to show you a really, really easy way to track that 20% and make sure that if you've got your timeline cover or if you're creating an image for a promoted post that you're staying within it. So we're just going to flick over here to InDesign. And what I've got is a couple of different key sizes that will generally be used for Facebook images. Now the 851 pixels by 315 pixels is the size of your timeline cover. And what Facebook is wanting to do is make sure that on that timeline cover, there's only 20% of that image is text. So they're really looking for big, bright, bold images, product images, images of people using your service or product to really highlight and give you value. What you'll see here is what we've done is broken up the section into 25 little boxes. And effectively how Facebook measure whether or not you're compliant is they place a grid over the top and see, are you filling more than 25% with text? So you'll notice here the highlighted ones are your 25% text. Now, just to make it clear, you don't have to have them in the row like I do. You could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can have the text wherever you like. But if you go over more than these 5 boxes, you do run the risk that your promoted post is going to be cancelled. Another side note, what Facebook has also said is logos do count if it's placed over the top of the image. So if you've got a product shot and then you've placed your logo on top of that, that's going to count as part of your 25%. If, however, you have your logo as part of the product shot, so if it's on packaging or things like that, then that doesn't count. You do still have that extra 25% there. So we'll look at a couple of different sizes just to give you some examples. Now the standard size for a timeline post, so just what comes up if you post an image, is 403 pixels by 403 pixels. And again, you can see down the bottom here that we've highlighted the 20%. I was saying 25% earlier, bear with me, it's 20%. So you'll see that we've highlighted that. And again, it can be anywhere over the square, but as long as you're staying within that. The final size, which I find people don't use very much. This is a really great size if you're creating content specifically for it. This is the highlighted post section. So when you've posted something and you want to make it the full width of your timeline, this is the size to work for. It's 843 pixels by 403 pixels. And you can see here that I've highlighted that 20% in a slightly different section. Now, what we're actually going to provide for you guys, just to make this nice and easy, is if you head on to the Talking Mums site, we're actually going to provide some downloadables. So we'll provide some Photoshop files that are basically these grids that once you've created your image, you can drop them on top and just check that you're going to be compliant. I hope you guys have found this information interesting. If we can be of any more help, please head over to www.facebook.com/M+PR, and I look forward to talking to you all soon. Bye.